Monday, December 2nd, 2024, at about 3:02, we're going to call to order the Local Agency Formation Commission of Monterey County for our regular meeting. And if we could, let's see here, do a roll call.
Thank you. Commissioner Adams? Commissioner Bickle? Here. Commissioner Gorley?
Here.
Commissioner Kong?
Here.
Commissioner Leffel?
Here.
Commissioner Lindley?
Here.
Commissioner Oglesby? Commissioner Velasquez?
Here.
Vice Chair Root Askew?
Here.
And Chair Craig will be coming in shortly. We have a quorum.
Okay, fantastic. We're going to do our Pledge of Allegiance to start us off. And if I could ask Commissioner Adams to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. Please join.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States and to which stand one nation under indivisible with liberty.
All right. Do we have any general public comments today? That's for items not otherwise on the agenda, but within the purview of Monterey County LAFCO. I'm not seeing anyone jumping up to run to the podium. Is there anyone online?
Acting Chair, there's no one on Zoom right now.
No one on Zoom today. Okay. All right. Well, we'll close general public comments. We're going to hold off on item number 1 and 2 for a moment. Move along to our consent agenda. We have items 3 through 10 on our consent agenda. Is there any? Yes?
I would move approval.
Move approval 3 through 10 on the consent agenda.
I'll second. Adams?
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Leffel and a second from Adams for consent. We have Commissioner Velasquez with some questions or item to pull. Yeah. Questions, comments. Okay, we'll do questions, comments. Comments and clarifications. Got it.
8 and 9.
On 8 and 9. Any other items to pull for questions?
All right, I'll revise my motion to be 3 through 7 in number 10.
The second stance.
Okay, we'll do 3 through 7 and 10 for a motion and a second. And we have a second. Okay, we don't have anyone online, so we can just do all in favor.
Aye.
Actually, before we do that, is there any public comment on our consent? Seeing no one, we'll do all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, 3 through 7 and 10 are approved, and we'll go to comments, questions on items 8 and 9. Commissioner Velasquez.
Yes, thank you. And I apologize if I know I missed the last couple of meetings, but on the draft schedule of the regular and tentative special meetings for 2025, I know that there was a discussion in terms of reduction of some meetings, and it went through the Budget and Finance Committee. I'm not sure whether that's the process or whether it went through the Budget and Finance Committee as part of the draft adoption for recommendation, because there's going to be, there was some concerns in terms of some budgetary needs. So I just wanted just an explanation in terms of the reduction of the meetings and the reason it went through the process of the Budget and Finance Committee, and did it have to do with some of the budget reductions?
Do we have staff response? Yep.
Yes, thank you, Acting Chair and Commissioners. Let's see. Yes, this item did go to the Budget and Finance Committee last month, as well as a review of our anticipated work program and upcoming budget year 25-26. And we were looking at the anticipated staff workload over the next calendar year and the next fiscal year. in one of the determinations that we presented as staff is that we have had a sustained reduction in application processing functions for the commission. And so we have had, and we anticipate in the coming year that we will have less of a need for action meetings of the whole commission. So this item, the draft schedule, is a recommended outcome of that discussion, and it recommends that rather than 10 regular meetings, that we have 7. It also recommends keeping as placeholders the remaining 3 meetings in 2025 in the event that they may be needed. So it was all tied in generally to that discussion, and the committee members that were present at that meeting gave general direction to continue the course in terms of current staff resources and current budget resources, with the view that our needs may change in the coming year. There could be some unanticipated work coming. And so that's some of the background. I hope that's helpful. You're welcome.
Thank you for that clarification. I have no further.
That was for 8 and 9, the answer?
That was for 8.
Okay, did you also have a question about 9?
I do. So on 9, thank you for all the work that's been done on the annual work program. I just had a request, and I know that there was a lot, and I know you guys have been discussing this, and apologize. I know for me, I haven't been here for the last couple of meetings, but on the work plan, I know for Soledad and Greenfield, there was a lot of different criteria. So I was just going to make a comment and a request for future, if it's possible, to have just if we can have a 1-page with the timelines of the different work items that were supposed to be adhered to, because there was a lot of different elements that were in the work plan for the Soledad Cemetery, as well as I think the Greenfield Special Districts, they had several. And if it's easier, because I know that there was different ones that had different timelines that we had discussed that had to be met, and I know some of those items they're working and they're in progress, but I think if we can have a 1-page with all of the tasks that they needed to deliver, and then when they were due, and then what the status of it is, I think it would be easier to be able to look at where they're at. Thank you.
And staff, yeah, thank you.
That's a great idea. Thank you. We'll bring that back at our next meeting.
Great. Are there any other questions or comments on items 8 and 9, 8 or 9? We can entertain a motion.
I would move that we approve items 8 and 9 on the consent agenda.
I'll second. Do we have, I guess we can take all in favor, or any public comment on 8 and 9? Seeing none, all in favor, item 8 and 9? Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, 8 and 9 are approved. All right, so we've completed our consent. We had put on hold item 1 and 2. We were hoping to have our chair arrive before we move on to item 1 and 2. Let's move on to item 11. Let's move on to item 11. All right, we'll pass it over to Executive Officer Kate McKenna. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair. This item has been considered by the Budget and Finance Committee approximately 3 weeks ago. At that time, the committee received a presentation from Karen Campbell, who is our auditor with Bianchi, Casavan, and Pope. Also in attendance at that meeting was Mike Briley, our CPA from the CLA firm. And Karen is on this call she's remoting in from her office and is prepared to make a short presentation to the full commission regarding her findings for the audit for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2024. So if it's all right, we could proceed to receive that presentation.
Okay, thank you, Kate. Good afternoon, members of the commission. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today to present LAFCO's audited financial statements for the year ended June 30, 2024. As Kate mentioned, I recently had an opportunity to meet with the members of the Budget and Finance Committee with LAFCO staff and Mike Briley to review the draft, and the report in front of you is the result of that discussion. I just have a couple comments to share with you, and then I'll open it up for any questions you may have. I did want to mention to you that included in tab 11.1 of your board packet is the auditor communications letter. This letter is required and is issued by all auditors at the conclusion of their audit. It serves as a tool for auditors to communicate certain key items to those charged with governance. And just a couple highlights from that letter include the fact that there were no difficulties encountered during the audit. There were no disagreements with management that occurred during the audit. Overall, it was a very smooth and clean audit. Additionally, there's no management letter with findings to report to this group. Moving on, I wanted to share with you a few comments regarding the audited financial statements. That is included in your packet at tab 11.2. And just a few items to share with you regarding the audit is that first and foremost, the audit opinion is what the auditors call unmodified, or in other words, a clean audit opinion. In addition, our internal control over financial reporting, the compliance letter found towards the back of the audit report at pages 46 and 47 disclosed no instances of non-compliance. So again, more good news there. And then finally, I wanted to just touch on a couple items that were included in the executive officer's report, which relate to FORA. First of all, as you all know, the FORA's activities have come to conclusion, and substantially all of the funds have been returned or were returned in June of 2024. There was a tiny amount left over that was returned since then. So that is included in your financial statements. Then also this year's audit report again includes information relating to CalPERS estimate of LAFCO's unfunded termination basis liability. And so that's included and found on pages 33 and 34 in the report. Let's see. And the final thing that I wanted just to bring to your attention was that LAFCO continues to fund its ongoing, make its payoffs for LAFCO's unfunded pension liabilities each year. And as a result of your efforts there, thankfully your net position, your unrestricted net position remains very healthy. That's found on page 5 of the financials. And I think it's well over $1 million and at June 30. And so again, there's nothing upside down, which can sometimes happen with the reporting on the pension liability. So those were the sort of the key elements I wanted to share with this group. I'd like to stop right now and see if anyone has any questions.
Thank you very much. Any comments, questions for our auditor? I'm not seeing anyone's eyeballs looking at me. All right. Thank you so much for the presentation. Is there anything else?
Just a final comment is
Okay.
thank you so much to the commission and to the staff and to Mike Riley's team at CLA. Honestly, these good results don't happen by accident, and so your team works very diligently to make it be this way.
Great, thank you. We do have a diligent and hardworking team here at LAFCO. Thank you so much for working with them to get us our audit completed. All right, and it looks like we do need to take action to receive and adopt our final audit. So we'll open this up to public comment. Seeing no hands raised or anyone approaching the podium, we'll entertain a motion.
I'll move approval, adopt our final audit for the
Second.
fiscal year.
Right, we have a motion and a second, and we will, all in favor?
Aye.
Right, any opposed? Any abstentions? Right, item 11, our final audit is approved. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us today, Ms. Campbell. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, we'll continue to hold on item 1 and 2, and we'll move along to item number 12. Item number 12 is to consider an update to the executive officer's annual performance review procedure, timeline, and rating process. This is on page 127 of our packet. Let's see here, who is, Kate, are you presenting on this, or do we have the ad hoc committee presenting on this?
Well, I think we could begin, please, with a brief report from Jonathan.
Okay, Jonathan is presenting on this. Thank you, Jonathan. You'll get us started. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Askew and Commissioners. Thank you for the opportunity to present this item. As background, the Commission formed the Annual Performance Appraisal Ad Hoc Committee at its September 23rd meeting, and the committee consists of 3 commissioners, Chair Craig, Vice Chair Ruth Askew, and Commissioner Bickle. And the ad hoc committee met in November. They provided direction to LAFCO staff and general counsel to update the procedure, timeline, and rating process for the executive officer's annual performance review. The recommended changes before you today include a change in the process and timeline and a change in the commissioner rating form. The current process includes, for the timeline and process, the process includes a written self-evaluation from the executive officer provided to commissioners around March or April of each year, along with the rating sheet. And then that's followed by a closed session, usually in April, where the commission discusses in closed session and then invites, in a part 1 of the closed session, and then invites the executive officer in the part 2 of the closed session for the performance evaluation. So the recommended change in this process is changing from 1 closed session to 2 closed sessions. So the first closed session would occur in March. That's what's being proposed. And in that closed session, the executive officer would present the performance the self-assessment of the performance review in closed session, along with the written paperwork, and then the new rating form would be distributed to commissioners in that first closed session. And then we followed by a second closed session in April, where the commission would meet and have their discussion in the first part of the closed session, and then invite the executive officer in the second part of that closed session in April. Just to go over briefly the changes on the rating form. Currently, the rating form includes a 1-page numerical rating table. It includes all 6 performance appraisal factors and a section for individual commissioner comments. So that's all on 1 page. And the updated proposed change to the rating form includes now a summary page. So it's an expanded form. It includes a summary page followed by 6 pages, 1 for each appraisal factor. That includes room for each commissioner to add comments, the executive officer to add comments, along with the rating for the particular factor. And then a final page of the rating form includes a space for additional comments and goals for commissioners to provide. So that's a brief overview for commissioners, and staff's available for questions, and I'll turn it back over to you, Chair.
Thank you. And I'll just add that the ad hoc committee consisting of myself, Commissioner Bickle, and Commissioner Craig met and discuss the current process. The current process failed to sort of outline the timeline that is now in this current proposed process. And I think with the sort of transition of leadership on our committee, it meant that we didn't have something really clear for us to follow. And so having something outlined here seems like it might make sense, so that with transitions of leadership, we can really clearly have a process that we're following. And Chair Bick, or Commissioner Bickle, did you have anything to add from the ad hoc committee perspective?
No, I didn't. I think the staff did a good job, though, kind of outlining what we discussed in the meeting.
Any comments, questions from the committee, from the board, from the directors? Yes.
No, I just want to thank you all for taking it on because it was rather flawed in its last few years. So I like this a lot better.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Commissioner Velasquez.
Yeah, thank you. I think it follows a good process. I think we're all used to kind of some process for doing the evaluation. So I think consistency is good, and the timeline is good to be able to have that as well. I just have a question. I don't know if some of the questions changed in terms of what was in the description, or was it just adding the executive officer comments and the commissioner comments? Did we have those? Were those the same?
Yes, everything in terms of the performance appraisal factors was exactly the same. We just changed the format slightly so that it was clear that we were inviting commissioner comments on every one of the performance appraisal factors.
So we didn't modify any of the description under the language?
We didn't make any modifications to any of the content of the appraisal, just to the timeline and the format of the form.
I don't have no question.
Okay. Any other comments or questions?
Supervisor Rudess.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Thank you. Commissioner Adams, thank
The
you.
only comment I have is that just as a personal thing, it's nitpicky, but I feel like there is a strong, a wide difference between exceptional and good. And when you look at the description of good, the performance exceeds job requirements. It's almost like, isn't there a better word we could use than, yeah, she's good? I feel like it doesn't quite capture it. I mean, it makes it, I think people sometimes when they're filling these things out, look at what the different rating standards are. And I know we went through this when we were redeveloping the one for our staff at the county level. And there was a separate word that they came up with for that second thing that meant they're doing everything absolutely right. So it's better than good. It's, I don't know. But at any rate, I just make that comment because it didn't, I felt like there was way too big a disparity between those two words. So just
Good
FYI.
point. We didn't discuss that. And I know that there was some change to the numbers in the past, but we didn't attempt to make changes of that nature. We just wanted to mostly clean up the process to ensure that it was respectful of all involved and included a chance for the executive officer to have time with the board to review their performance and for the board to make sure that everyone's voice was included in the process. So that was really our, I think, intent. But if there was a desire, we could go into the wordsmithing of those details.
Perhaps the next time we have the opportunity, you may want to consider that.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so having had that, is there any public input or public comment on this process? Seeing none. So okay, so for the good of the matter, I think this is a good process forward. I also want to just thank our council, Reed Galloway, for supporting us and helping to document, as well as, I think it was maybe, I don't know whose template we took, but we did look at some of the other templates that were out there and borrowed some of the language from other agencies. So great. Okay. Well, with that, let's, I think, do we need to approve this? Okay, we do need to take action on this.
Madam Chair, I'll move that we approve the updated performance review procedure and timeline.
We have a motion
I'll second it.
and a second, and we've gone out to public comment, so we can, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None? Any abstentions? We'll consider it approved. This is the easiest agenda we've ever had here at LAFCO. I just want to say, like, if all meetings that I sit in as chair for can be this simple. And it's looking like, we just got a message that our chair is not going to, oh my goodness,
There
speak.
she is.
We delayed long enough. So with that, let's go ahead and move to our special business today. Item number 1 and 2, and I'm going to pass the floor to our Executive Officer, Kate McKenna. And I'm going to pass the gavel to our chair. We're just on item 1 now.
I came for cake and ice cream. Sorry about that.
Yes, Chair, members of the commission, we have 2 special business items today. It's our honor to have served over these years with our Supervisor Commissioner Mary Adams, who will be retiring shortly. And it has also been a joy and an honor to serve with our chair here, Mayor and Commissioner Kimberly Craig, who will be, her tenure as mayor is ending tomorrow. So she'll be on to new opportunities. So in recognition of this, we have 2 resolutions to present. The first one will actually be presented by Chair Craig to our outgoing county commissioner, Mary Adams. If,
I was
I
going to
believe we're going to be going down.
down. Okay,
Down.
fabulous. Wow, you guys do it good up here. So you get to hold those like Miss America. It's amazing. Okay. Oh. So Supervisor Adams, I know that you have had an entire lifetime career in serving the public. And I want to first and foremost just acknowledge the work that you've done, not only here at the county, not only here at LAFCO, but in Monterey County as a whole community for your entire life. Very grateful for the work that you do. Being a public servant is hard, and as is being a servant in the nonprofit sector as well. That being said, LAFCO, we've covered a lot of ground on LAFCO, so I want to take a moment to read, and I do think the whereases are important. I know I'm one of the few that think the whereases are important. So I do want to read for you the whereases for your distinguished service as a county commissioner. Whereas Commissioner Mary Adams served with distinction as a county alternate and regular member to the Local Agency Formation Commission from January 2023 through December of 2024, working to encourage the orderly growth of local government agencies, to preserve agricultural lands, to discourage urban sprawl, and to ensure efficient delivery of local government services. And whereas the Commission expresses its sincere gratitude and appreciation to Commissioner Mary Adams for her significant contributions to the goals and ideals of the Commission in the consideration of annexation and sphere of influence applications, municipal service reviews, policy, including the adoption of the award-winning 2024 Ag Preservation Policy Amendment, procedures, work programs, and budgets. And whereas the Commission also desires to publicly recognize Commissioner Mary Adams for her important contributions to the Monterey County District 5, the American Cancer Society, the American Heart Association, and her dedication to the United Way of Monterey County. as Chief Executive Officer for 14 years. Now, therefore, the Commission hereby expresses its sincere gratitude and appreciation to Commissioner Mary Adams for her lifetime of service to the Local Agency Formation Commission of Monterey County and to her community and the people of Monterey County, and wish her continued health and happiness in her retirement.
Thank you so much. Turn around.
Hands are here. I was going to say your hands are full, and I've got everything, so.
Mostly you've got the mic. Thank you. Thank you so much to the commissioners. Thank you so much to the public. Thank you so much to, hang on here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Lots and lots of thanks. Thank you for letting me do exercises to hold up this very heavy and beautiful plaque. But mostly I know that it is with great humility that I accept this. It's all about the team, and it's all about the leader of the team. So I thank all of the commissioners, the wonderful staff that you have been able to pull together and keep together, and the many different people who are here who really make the work get done. So it's been a pleasure to be able to serve on this commission, and I'm very honored to have received this award from you. Thank you. It'll last a long time in my heart and on my wall. Thank you.
Sorry, I did not realize that's where I was trying to be. I'm left-handed, Kimberly. I made an assumption, sorry.
Since we're not done yet. Okay, and there's more. All right. And for you, all right, as your vice chair, Kimberly, I have the honor of presenting you with your certificate for distinguished service as our city commissioner and outgoing chair of LAFCO of Monterey County. And because the whereases are important for you as well, we're going to read them again. Or we're going to highlight a few of them, I think, is what we're going to do. We could say times two, but I think there are some here that are significant and meaningful and are worthy of calling out. And, you know, your term on city council, you know, you bounced in, you bounced out, you came back as a mayor, I think at a time when the county really needed leadership, and you really have stepped in so many ways and in so many places, and it's been an honor for me personally to serve with you for so many reasons, and we could go on and on. But so for LAFCO agency, Local Agency Formation Commission of Monterey County, for Kimberly Craig for distinguished service as a city commissioner, whereas Commissioner Kimberly Craig served with distinction as our city regular member to the Local Agency Formation Commission from February 2021 through December 2024, working to encourage the orderly growth of local government agencies, to preserve agricultural lands, to discourage urban sprawl, and to ensure efficient delivery of local government services. And whereas the Commission expresses its sincere gratitude and appreciation to Commissioner Kimberly Craig for her significant contributions to the goals and ideals of the Commission in the consideration of annexation and sphere of influence applications, municipal service reviews, policies, including the adoption of the award-winning 2024 Agricultural Preservation Policy Amendment, that's a mouthful, procedures, work programs, budgets, and whereas the Commission also desires to publicly recognize Commissioner Kimberly Craig for her important contributions to the City of Salinas, the Salinas Rodeo Committee, Salinas Valley Chamber of Commerce, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Monterey County, ITN Monterey County, Hospice Giving Foundation, Leadership Monterey County, and her devotion to the Monterey County Business Council as its president and chief executive officer for over 7 years. Now, therefore, the Commission hereby expresses its sincere gratitude and appreciation to Commissioner Craig for her dedicated service to the Local Agency Formation Commission of Monterey County and to her community and the people of Monterey County, and wishes her, you, every success in all of your future endeavors. Thank you so much for your service, and may you have all the success in your future endeavors. Thank you. And I'll pass it back to you.
Just a quick note. I want to say thank you also to the commission. It's been a unique experience to serve on a commission that has both citizens and electeds on it. And I think that's a really powerful statement in terms of how this commission works. We've had some really robust dialogue over a lot of things around the county, including housing, including homelessness, including agriculture, and even hospitality. I just want to say thank you, and it's been an honor and a privilege of my lifetime to be mayor and also to serve with you. So thank you.
Fantastic. And I think because we have two of our commissioners leaving, let's open it up, and if there's comments for the council, we'll take a quick picture. Yeah. Comments from the council.
Am I holding, okay, so comments, do we do public comment for that? I don't know. Okay, I'll go ahead and start to my left, thank you. Oh, yeah, I was just, I don't know, to my right?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
I can't believe you've done a great job in all of the things that I've been fortunate to watch you do throughout your career. I always like to say this, I knew who you were when you were a little baby girl because of your dad. And it's really been a thrill to see the things that you've accomplished, and I always enjoy seeing you and being with you. So thank you for all of your work. It's so appreciated. Just hearing the different the NGOs that you had served on is really something. That's quite a list. It's very impressive, and you've done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary, I appreciate it. And back at you, sister, I would just acknowledge I've appreciated the working relationship that we've had, even as I came on as a council member, and just having a dialogue, and then coming on as mayor and really realizing how important it is to partner with the county on a lot of different issues. And particularly being in the city of Salinas, just having the open dialogue with all 5 supervisors is really important. So thank you for your work, and have appreciated serving with you here. All right. With that, we'll go out to the public. Does any member of the public wish to comment on this item?
Well, yeah, I got to say, you guys look like you just got back from a 2-month vacation. See the stress difference. But just want to thank you for your distinct service, and you've done it with honor. There's a lot of time you guys put into this stuff, and it's appreciative. And wish you guys well, and hopefully you got a little extra time on your hands now. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. All right, I'll come back to the board for any final comment. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to say both to Supervisor Adams and Mayor Craig, thank you for your service and your dedication. I know as an elected official, and I'll speak on my elected official hat, I know sometimes it's not easy. And the discussions we've had here for the last 2 years, I think have been really robust, have been very controversial, and sometimes we haven't always seen eye to eye. But I think at the end, what I've appreciated is that we're all that we all look at what's in the best interest of the public and what's in the best interest of our community. So I think I've appreciated learning from both of you and the discussions I've had with both of you. And I think for Mayor Craig, I say Soledad obviously is my first love because that's my city, but I worked for the city of Salinas for 20 years. So Salinas is my second love. And so thank you for the service to the city of Salinas and to its residents. And I wish you both, just a journey full of relaxation and doing some self-care, because I think it's, we know as elected officials, especially as women, we carry on a lot of stress and a lot of worries. So I just wish you some time to relax and enjoy, and wish you the best in your next journey.
Thank you.
As a public member on the board, I'm not as familiar sometimes with the way the boards work, but I've learned a lot from watching the both of you guys. Just want to say thank you. And you were always willing to, lend an ear if I had a question. Maybe I should have taken even more advantage of it, but if I have a question about how the commission works and everything. So just wishing you luck on whatever comes next. Sometimes it's sad to close a chapter, but it's exciting as well.
Am I right? Yep.
It's been just a pleasure working with both of you. I would have to say the respect, the mutual respect you gave to us, even last year as chair, keeping me on my toes as the conversation got very spicy, getting through ag land preservation. But just the respect that I have for you at the Mayor Craig, at the business level, the personal level, I really appreciate all the time. You got back to every phone call almost immediately, and that means a lot, just to move on to the next issue. So thank you so much for serving LAFCO and serving the city of Salinas.
Thank you.
What can I say? So Mary, I wish you nothing but good in a retirement. You've earned it. And hopefully you're going to take a long trip and not even have to worry about what's piled up when you get back. That's the best. When I retired from banking, it was so wonderful not to have to come back to 2,000 emails and voicemails. So you'll love it, I promise. Kimberly, I have known you since you were a baby. And I sometimes think you're one of my babies. So you've done a remarkable job serving the community. And I know that your next chapter is going to be very exciting. There's no rest, but, and we may see you out here in the audience, you never know. But I really appreciate working on some tough issues with you and working through them. And I think the whole community has benefited a lot from your leadership. So thank you.
Okay, I guess I'm last. I want to thank both of you for your service to the mission. Supervisor Adams, happy retirement. Don't follow my footsteps in terms of taking more things on when you retire. So try to take less things if you can. And Mayor Craig, thank you for the time that you spent here, and I enjoyed the times that we had here, and also with both of you when we went to the LAFCO conferences recently in Yosemite, and I guess even, where were we? Newport Beach. Newport Beach, right. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just going to go back to the guy in green over here who's not making eye contact with me, and I don't want to make it weird, but I just want to make sure you have the opportunity should you want to take it.
I will. I just appreciate what you guys do, not only for this commission, but for our community. It's noticed. So, I mean, in all aspects of it. So thank you for your service. And I haven't been on the board very long. I see what's happening when I come on, you guys get off. So, but good luck in your future, and thank you guys very much for what you've done for our community.
Thank you. And because I'm a late bird, have we gone through executive officers' communications and all of that on the agenda? Okay, executive officers' communications, you're up.
Thank you, and I have no additional communications.
Okay,
today.
that was fun. Okay. Commissioner comments, we'll go down the line. Do any commissioners have any comments? Go to my right. Okay. And then we do not have a closed session, so we will go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 3:47 p.m. Thank you.